Blake, how do you carry your kit on a bike ride?
Well, I'm not very organised when it comes to things like that. But if I was, it would be a combination of carrying stuff on my bike and in a bag.
All right, so we're going to take a look at some of the features you need to be looking for when buying your next hip pack or backpack for mountain biking.
Also touching on a few of those hidden features that you don't even know that you had on the bag you have now.
There's been a big push by bike manufacturers to offer in-frame storage on their latest frames, which is super useful for hiding away things like multi-tools and tubes. They're not normally very big.
They're not very big to like hold a banana or the favourite flavour of sausage roll in there. Plus, if you forget about it, start to stink, doesn't it, Neil?
Yeah, so for bigger rides, it's still a good idea to take some sort of bag with you. For this video, we're going to be using Camelback, who are our partner here at GMBN. They set us up with some lovely kit. But hopefully these tips will help you out looking for features for any brand of backpack or hip pack, particularly if it's a cycling specific one.
Question is hip pack or backpack, Neil? Well, my go-to is the hip pack. I prefer this. You could call this the fanny pack, the bum bag, 80s vibe going on right here.
Yeah, these seem to be preferred by the hardcore riders, don't they?
Yeah.
I think as much for just being able to have the sort of essentials on them, but also for the feel. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your back. It's nice and low around your hips. These do come in various size options. You can go for the smaller svelte version. This is a Camelback Podium flow belt. Obviously the compromise there is you don't have the big pockets, but you do have some nice stash pockets in here, somewhere secure for things like your keys, and also places for gels and bars. You can get them super easy, and space for a water bottle in the middle.
Now, if you want to go for a little bit longer ride, then the Camelback Mule 5. Now, this comes with a 1.5 litre bladder built inside of it. And it's got multiple compartments to store your multi-tools, to store your keys, to store any tubes, or even a jacket. But if you do want an extra room within your fanny pack or your hip pack, then you have two little neoprene pockets here that will carry 2 water bottles, so you can remove your bladder and your bladder tape right here, which has actually got a magnet on the front, so it's easy access for it. But you can remove all of that to have extra room within it to carry like a soft shell jacket. Now I'm going to run through my typical setup on my hip pack right here if I were to go out for a ride. Now this is more for an emergency, and this is where I hold my gillet, aka a gilet. Now I have these nice rubber lackeys right here that would hold my gilet in place when it comes to using it, when it gets a bit chilly. But on the front, when it gets a little bit dusky, a bit dark, these are actually reflective. And this bit right here, where it says Mule, you can actually clip in a rear light, a nice red flashing light. Within here, I'd like to keep my car keys in place, but an even safer place for that is with inside, where you would have a nice little section right here which you can clip your keys to on this little hook. Got these little net compartments in here to hold things nice and secure. So I got a multi-tool toe peak one. I have a puncture repair kit in there, aka a nice plugging tool, just in case I get a little puncture. I have a Leatherman, I have a power bar in here, my 1.5 litre bladder, and within these little neoprene bits here for your water bottle, I have a sneaky iced coffee for a little treat at the top. And then the other side is where I like to keep my gloves, Neil, because I don't use them when I climb, only when I descend. Right, Neil, what's your bag of choice?
Well, particularly for bigger rides, I think backpack is the way to go. Or if you're doing multi-day rides, there's loads of options on sizes here, plus versions for men and women available. This is Camelback Mule Evo, which is a 12 litre bag, so it's kind of mid-size, I suppose you'd say. I've got a 2 litre reservoir in here, which I find is plenty. I normally take about 1 litre to 1.5 litres on a normal ride, but obviously bigger rides, you know, more water. You can fit up to a 3 litre bladder in here. Thing that's really useful about this are these sort of shoulder straps with inbuilt storage. So great for putting things that you want to hand, like bars and gels, but also that'll fit your mobile phone. Plus, on the really epic adventures, I actually fit the Garmin InReach Mini satellite communicator just there. So if anything bad happens, it's right there. I can hit emergency. Clever. Or people can track me. It's on that loop just there.
One great feature about this bag is it's kind of waterproof because the zips are rubber sealed, which is great.
Yeah, some bags actually have like a big waterproof cover. You see them normally bright yellow, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's stashed down here. But this bag has waterproof seams and is a bit rubbery as well, so keeps everything dry in there if you're on a rainy ride. Breathability on a backpack is really important, especially for the longer, hotter rides. So make sure you're looking for those features if you ride somewhere hot, which even in the UK in summertime gets hot enough to get a sweaty back. So this has this air support. You see it has this mesh backpack that's nice and firm behind it. So the backpack kind of sits away from your back. It's super useful. Also, it's got this expandable storage on the back. Again, that's kind of more for stashing. I wouldn't want to ride a long way with anything important in there, just in case it fell out. Some backpacks have a really neat feature where you have a compartment for sliding in one of these impact protectors, so a spine protector. Great if you're doing some gnarly riding. However, I would say you can buy these separately and you'll find most backpacks they'll be able to slide in, even if there isn't a specific compartment for them. If you really want to look after some extra protection and go for some rides, think about buying one of these as an extra.
The one thing that's super annoying when you're riding down a rough trail, you hear jingle, jingle, jingle in your backpack, and that is your tools just rattling around in there. Is super annoying. Now, when it comes to cycling specific backpacks or hip packs, there's loads of compartments in there to stop these tools from rattling around.
Yeah, that's something I do really like, is kind of separating everything. So in the back, obviously I have my bladder, but then there's a place to strap a pump in. I put all my tools and little bits in here. There's then a soft bag there, so I can put my phone in there, keep it away from all the sharp bits. Plus, obviously, you can stash stuff on the outside. And for bigger rides, I like to hook a carabiner on there as well. But anything else I might want to hook onto my back.
Mr. Donoghue, top tip right there.
If your bag has one big compartment inside it, don't worry, you can get little wraps like this. This actually comes with these CamelBaks as well. Basically a mini tool wrap, but I actually use this thing for all sorts of spares and bits. And again, stops them from rolling around in your backpack.
Exactly, and it's a good one grab shop. You literally grab that little bag and it's got everything that you need inside it.
I actually use one of these for my toiletries as well.
I don't, I use it for all my watch straps.
Right, now finally the vest. Now these seem to have come over from trail running to mountain biking, and they're super popular with racers from enduro to marathon because they're super lightweight, can carry just enough stuff, and they're really stable on your back. They are pretty minimalistic like a hip pack, but it gives you the opportunity to put stuff that's really close to hand. So if you are a racer and you need things like gels on the go all the time, it's nice and high up on your chest. Plus you've got a big space for a bladder in the back as well. This CamelBak Chase 8 vest has a 2-litre bladder inside, a couple of big compartments, some smaller stash things for tools on the back, but then some really broad shoulder straps with 2 of these straps that come across as well to make it super stable. Loads of space there for multiple bars, gels and mobile phone. Bags are a really useful way of having them in your garage, stashed with all your kit ready to go for the next ride.
Yeah, my hip pack is full of the essential tools and things I need, so all I gotta do is go in there, grab it, fill up my bladder with all the water I need and hit the trail.
I actually have a big backpack sat there as well. For the big adventures, it's got like an emergency shelter, first aid kit, things like spare cables and hangers and all that stuff.
Sat phone.
Do, yeah.
Kitchen sink.
No.
More adventure guy over here.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know if we've helped you in this video and what sort of bag you prefer.